Welcome back to Conversation by IYC. When a yacht undergoes a refit, it's often about aesthetics, new fabrics, a fresh look, but sometimes it's something much bigger. HOLDIN My OWN has just completed a major transformation, not just visually, but in the way she's designed to be experienced. The goal? To become one of the most compelling charter yachts in her class. Today, I'm joined by Captain Dave Smith and IYC Global Director of Charter Management, Marie Molls, to discuss the decisions you don't see and the experiences guests will never forget. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having us and welcome aboard.
Thank you. So there are quite a few yachts in this size range. What does one of the best charter platforms actually mean in practice?
I think that's a great question. And I think historically, we've also seen that these are not necessarily fairships or lessons, but boats and programs that charter brokers can confidently call on short notice and expect that they're going to get a high level of guest service and consistently, no matter what time of the season and which side of the Atlantic they are.
And she's had a multi-million-dollar refit. So what was the biggest shift in mindset between the yacht before and after the refit?
I think the yacht was already an established, well-known platform in the charter industry. The owner, being an experienced charterer himself, obviously saw that there was also room for improvements and that the boat itself needed to also move with the changes and needs of the new charter communities coming out.
And you've touched on it a bit, and we've walked through the boat together. It definitely feels very experience driven. Can you give examples where a technical upgrade directly changes the guest experience?
Well, the major thing is the boat has just undergone a huge milestone in its life expectancy, which is the 15-year survey. What that means is that both clients and the charter brokers themselves have complete peace of mind that the boat itself will meet any safety and mechanical aspects and fully allow the crew themselves to get best outcomes.
And Marie, from a charter management perspective, at what moment did you feel, okay, this yacht is going to stand out on the charter market?
Well, I think the first day I met the owner. I met the owner before I saw the yacht. So I think that really told me a lot. So you can say North American owner, generally, they really go into yachting full on. And that's why they are pretty much the guiding, let's say the guiding clientele of trends and what's going on. And he fell in love with the yacht. He chartered it before. And so he just really wanted to up the game as an owner, as Davis already touched on, add-ons. And like you have many owners, they always see sort of the next thing based on their own needs. So that was exactly what he did.
So when you're building or refitting a yacht for charter, how different is that from building for private use?
Again, another really good question. So I'd say there needs to be a proper focus on creating expansive spaces guests can feel comfortable very quickly and also feel like their privacy is respected. The other thing you see in the background is that we need to make sure that we prioritize service spaces so that the crew themselves can cater to a wide range of guest needs and dynamics, not just being one particular owner.
I would probably complement that with having options for clients. We do see actually older builds. You can actually transform them into something very modern. And in that sense, you will have the larger cabins, you would have a more flexible layout that then gives options to the crew, to the owner, to have flexible layouts. You can add like an outdoor cinema. You can up your chase tender. You can increase the amenities, which is especially the wellness on board, dual capacity of the rotational crew as being personal trainers, being massage therapists, and so on and so on. The list is long, which is really something you can refine as the years go on.
So on the flip side, what are the biggest mistakes you think yachts make when trying to enter the charter market?
Well, I think, of course, very new yachts can become very, very modern looking. And I think that's maybe not necessarily appealing to the greater market and the greater need, because our main client principal is still statistically a 60, 70-year-old male with his family, whether it's couples sort of charter or it's family, it's generations, and it's their state of mind that we are trying to accommodate on the main platform.
And I'd appreciate both of your perspectives on this, but what small details in layout or amenities actually make the biggest difference to guests?
For me, as a captain, one of our main jobs is to try to paint a picture with the vessel. The whole reason you take a yacht is that if you don't like the view, you can always change it. And creating locations and views where people can have a stolen moment that lasts forever in their mind is probably the main feature of our job. So an expansive sun deck, which is something that we have that's beautiful, and a lovely foredeck, and a water park location is all places where people can have that moment in time. They'll remember forever.
I would probably say many cases we're looking at sort of a 3-generation setup of the guests. So you have the quiet moment of maybe the principal wanting to do emails or a quiet conference call. You can sort of babysit the kids in the Sky Lounge with a good movie or with whatever online gaming. And then you have the water toys, the sports, again, keeping the kids out of the online gaming and making them sort of active on the water and taking their mind off that. And then you can have the ladies on the foredeck having a quiet cocktail. So just having options in different areas to enjoy.
So speaking of, I'm on charter on Holding My Own. What's my perfect day?
I mean, for me as a captain, as somebody who likes to go places and do things, I think every day starts at a quiet anchorage, privacy, lazy morning with an expansive breakfast from the chefs, followed by us taking out this water park that we're famous for, and getting the kids exhausted, getting salt in our hairs, and then pivoting straight to a formal, intimate dinner setting and sundowners, perhaps on the foredeck.
Love it. And so the addition of a serious fishing capability is quite interesting. What kind of guests do you think or expect that will attract?
I think whether you're a hardcore fisherman or somebody who just want to try it while having a cocktail on the cruise and engaging with the crew, it's just a great feature to have. And it also allows certain clientele and guests to do an excursion themselves. And for me personally as well, it's a great way for crew and guests to engage on a more intimate level, or casual, as I'd say, and have a shared experience that they'll hopefully remember for the rest of their lives.
So when you're looking at where a yacht like this should cruise to maximize demand, what's going into that thought process?
I mean, I would say there is no limitation really. It's a big yacht. It can cruise everywhere. It's ocean going. It can undertake any ocean, so to speak. It's obviously our industry is about safety and comfort, so you don't want to go to the extreme for sure, and you mostly don't want to do long passages, but it can cruise everywhere, and you can go from the quiet Greek island where you sort of tie up to the rock, and you can be in anchored or in Capri. You can be anywhere, or in anchoring St. Bart's at New Year's Eve. We've done it all already, and both captains, the rotational captains, have vast experience in any area really of the area of the world.
And what kind of client do you think is perfect for Holding My Own?
For me personally, I would say an experienced client who values comforts and maximum efforts, and also just wants to be with a team that will prioritize the safety of their guests and family so they can fully relax and enjoy the experience for themselves.
All right. Well, I have 5 quick fire questions for you both. Are you ready?
Okay. Let's go.
Sunrise or sunset at anchor?
Sunset always. With the
Sunset, me too.
Yeah.
Salt on your skin or sun on your face?
Oh, sun on my face.
Exhumes salt and sun on my face.
Warm Mediterranean breeze or Caribbean trade winds?
Mediterranean for me.
Mediterranean breeze.
Engines off or cruising at full speed?
Engines off in an intimate anchorage.
I agree. You want them to hear the click waters.
And then a destination that you'll never tire of?
For me, the Maldives. Endless options.
I will say probably a love for the Greek islands. It's very special. It's traditional. It's low key. Yeah.
Thank you both.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.